What's up guys and welcome to Tan Tennis channel. Finally, I got a chance to play test this new 2023 Head Auxetic Gravity Pro that I have been waiting for the demo rackets for a couple weeks now, and I'm not sure I'm gonna get it. But today I went to the court for just a normal hitting session and I met one of my friends who just bought this new racket and he let me borrow it for a week. Big thanks to that. So today is going to be a review on this new Gravity Pro. Well, first let's take a look at the paint job. I like the design on this one a lot more than the previous generations. It looks cleaner and minimal. And come to think about it, I prefer the design of every Auxetic rackets more than the previous graphene versions. Speed, Extreme, Gravity, Radical, yeah, all looks nice. Now, let's see the spec. The spec is just the same, 100 square inches head size, 315 gram unstrung, 18 by 20 pattern, 62 flex rating, and swing weight of around 330 plus or minus. The racket is strung with Solingo 2x soft at 48 pounds. The first impression on this racket, I was like, wow, I like it. It's definitely one of not many rackets with dense pattern that I can actually play well with. Normally, I kind of struggle to lift the ball up on 18 by 20 pattern with my top spin through the court kind of swing, and I'm not a big hitter. But for this one, it's easier to play with. It feels good when you hold it in the hand and move with it. The racket is heavy, yes, but it doesn't feel sluggish like other 100 square inches head size thanks to its thin beam. Also, it doesn't play like a tweener racket at all. It's more of a control-oriented racket for sure. On the baseline, at first I struggled a bit with the low launch angle of that dense pattern, but it's not that bad though. It didn't take me long to get used to that and adjust my racket face and swing, and after that the racket plays really solid. The feel of the racket is so good, it's very comfortable and soft, and on the contact, it gives a bit crispy feel and plush at the same time. Compared to the previous version, I like the feel on the new one a lot more. I think the previous one feels a bit dry, but this one is way more solid and I feel more connected to the ball. And it was pretty stable as usual. Although I think the Pro Staff X is more stable than this one, but it was way better than the Graphene 360 Plus Gravity MP that I tried like a year ago. I haven't tried the new Gravity MP yet. That one feels like the racket face flipping all the time when dealing with heavy ball or when you hitting left or right of the sweet spot. On this new Gravity Pro, yes, I can feel that sometimes, but it's way better than with the stability issue. On the ground strokes, the racket is rock solid from the baseline. It's forgiving with large sweet spot, and it gives a lot of pops. I'm like, oh my god, it pops everywhere on the string bed even when I didn't hit the sweet spot. The string pocket the ball just for the right amount of time, not sinking too long and not gets off right away like on the Radical. On the forehand, I can hit through the ball really good. I feel the plow and the drive. Anyway, I have to remind myself not to brush the ball that much because the power will fade as I'm not strong enough to brush the ball with that 18 by 20 pattern and still get a powerful topspin ball out of it. But I gotta say that the spin potential and access to spin is a lot better than other 18 by 20 rackets out there. I can still generate topspin ball when I wanted to, just need a bit extra effort to do that. Let me know what you guys think about the racket below in the comment, and if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tennis content. Okay, now on to the backhand. I really have a positive feedback on the swing. I think because my backhand is more flat than my forehand, and I normally hit through the ball more than my forehand that mostly brush the ball up. So it's more compatible with the racket and the swing pattern. I can see my backhand becomes very consistent and powerful. Again, I can get a lot of pops on this side and the ball goes like laser beam trajectory with very nice pace. Overall, I think it's like the blade that's a lot more pops and forgiving. On the power, I think the racket has decent power level, but if you can engage your body weight into the shot, it gives a lot more plow and penetration. Anyway, when I'm on the wrong foot or when I'm on defense, I cannot generate enough power to turn the point around. The racket is still a somewhat player's racket that needs good footwork and requires some effort to play with. On the control, I would give it 8 out of 10. I can place the ball really good in the court, especially when changing the direction. And you can see on the video that when I have time, I can place the ball left and right pretty effectively. And when I go big, the racket prevents me from sending the ball beyond the baseline. What it lacks is probably spin for control, but that's probably just for me because I'm not strong enough to get the spin out of the racket. At the net, again rock solid. What I need to do is to get the racket to the contact point on time because of the weight, and then the job is done. I can get a pretty good pops and good depth on the volley, so if you like to come to the net and finish the point, this racket is good for you. On the serve, I would say average. Not much to talk about, but surprisingly, on the second serve I can go with better slice serve than what I expected. On the return, oh my god, it's so consistent. I didn't miss a single ball on the return today, and I'm serious. I think because of the forgiveness and pops that allows me to utilize shorter backswing and just punch the ball back deep in the court. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, for some reason I think I can go down the line and inside out forehand better than cross-court forehand. I don't know why, it just feels more confident to do that naturally. Probably have to do with the spin on cross-court rally. One other thing is that the sound on contact is so loud. I will put it up there with the T-Fight ISO on loud noise generation. Well, seems like I already talk a lot and it's mostly positive. Now let's get on to the negative. First, the racket is a bit heavy and it requires good footwork as well as good timing on the ball. Most of my unforced errors comes from hitting late, and it's harder to lift the ball up in that situation than the 16x19 pattern that is more forgiving on hitting late department. Second, when I was going backward to deal with deep ball and when I'm on the back foot, it's hard to generate power and pace, and the ball lands short in the middle of the court. I can go with higher launch angle, yes, but it doesn't have enough topspin to push the opponent back, so it's like giving them easy ball to attack. Also, it's harder to turn the point around on the defense. To sum up, I think the new Gravity Pro has decent power and spin potential compared to other 18x20 rackets. The control is top notch, I don't have any issue with that. The string bend gives a lot of pops and easy to hit with, especially on backhand side. It's rock solid on the return and at the net. Good stability. Compared to previous version, I think it gives a little bit more power, but the feel is way better. So who this racket is for? I would say intermediate to advanced level, but probably more suitable for advanced because at the end of the day, it's still a player's racket that's somewhat demanding. I think the racket is versatile and can go with different style of play, but players with attacking style, hitting big and finishing the point at the net would probably be the best match. Would I switch to this racket? Probably not. I don't think I can play efficiently with this racket for more than 1 hour. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.